Okay, an update on my calorie counting app. Some things are working great in it, some things are a bit troublesome. So you can change the ledger, and you can see, so if I change this to 1750, so this is my daily goal. A couple problems with this. So you can see it's changed it on one page. If I go over to the other, it hasn't changed it there. I would have to refresh it to do that. So let's go ahead and refresh. It's running really slow today. I don't know why. So hopefully we're actually able to refresh. So the fact that it's running slow is an issue, right? So if I go to the ledger, I refreshed and it updated it there. Let's go back over to the chat, which has to load again because we refreshed. All right, let's say I had a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. And takes too long. This is taking way too long. And I don't like that it just gives you a whole answer. The what I would like is if it typed it out as it was doing it. And that's how I have it set up where it goes and it's supposed to type out the message and then extract the data and add it to the ledger. I prefer that experience because you're able to see how it thinks. It makes it feel more timely because you're seeing the progress as it happens. And the idea that you make these changes and then this number updates. Eventually, I would like this to like tick up or tick down, like like with a clicking sound though, or the flipping sound, I should say. This number you can also see is incorrect, the remaining calorie budget. And the reason this is because I had added and deleted items to the ledger earlier. And so it's basically pulling that from its own memory. The way I thought I had it set up was that it would check the database ledger before making those calculations. So the order of operations was check the database ledger, do your calculation, give an update, extract the JSON, make the update here, update the ledger. But that doesn't work entirely. So there's the chat is a really difficult part of this. It's just getting it right. It also won't like can you change that to 200 cal? Probably going to say I can't do that. Again, this feels so long because it's not typing it out. Oh, let's see if it updated it. Okay, see, it added an A for minus 200. So why it did that, no clue. So there's definitely issues there. This is one of the reasons I wanted to prioritize to the ledger is so that you could go in and delete things. You saw how slow that was. That wasn't great either. So the whole thing is slow. The chat, super difficult. Things not refreshing across pages. What else? Oh, the date is wrong. Like sometimes objects show up for like earlier I was logged in and these objects showed up for tomorrow. I might have been logged in on the local instance, so that might have been why that was happening. It might be fine on the staging and the staging instance. So this is online right now. You can go and use this, by the way, right? It's persistai.vercel, vercel.app. So anyone can go in and use it as long as you have a Google account. So feel free to go use this. Please, give feedback. Click the feedback item and give as much feedback as you can on how to improve it. A couple other just smaller notes is that I would like this to be able to help you calculate what your calorie target should be. Not even close to building that in. So my thoughts on this is to get the calorie target consistent. Oh, one more thing. So if I go back in time to prior days, like let's go back to Monday, my calorie target hasn't changed. So if I change it today, it changes it all the way back in time. which maybe on Monday I wanted my calorie target to be 1800. Today I want it to be 1750. So that's actually probably the most difficult thing to figure out is how dates are handled, because how dates are handled and then how a calorie target gets updated. Those are just, it's just a lot more difficult than it sounds, because how do you correct for local time zones? I would like it so that a user can update when the day resets for them. So is it 2 a.m. for some people? Is it 12 p.m. for some people? That's really difficult to handle. How do you let it know? How do you let it know if you've traveled, what your new time zone is? So what I'm thinking for now, at like a minimum lovable product or simple, straightforward lovable product, whatever it is to just have it set at 2 a.m. Central. I'm in Central, which would make it reset at 3 a.m. in New York, and then midnight in California, and 1 a.m. in Mountain Time. So I think that's probably the compromise I'm going to go with for now to get the dates working. I think I also want to make sure that when you update your calorie count, it doesn't affect days in the past. I think that's super important. And then I think the third thing I want to do is remove this remaining calorie budget. I just, maybe I didn't explain this part. So it's saying 1430. This is incorrect because it's pulling it from its own memory as opposed to the database. You can see it doesn't follow this number, or 1340 here. Overall, it mostly works, but there's just some really big bugs. So if I can get those fixed, I might move on to some visual treatment. I would really like this to look kind of pretty, have some different themes within it. And then maybe I might move towards releasing it as an app. I really would like this to be on the App Store. For me, I will definitely use the web version on my laptop. I'm a big laptop person. I prefer to edit things there versus in an app. But I think having an app super valuable, and I definitely want to enable that. And there's just something good, something that feels good about launching something on the App Store. So I think I'm going to try and work towards that, be as super minimal as I can, and just fix the most important things and go from there.